Hi guys, welcome to my first YouTube video on this channel. My name is Jack, um, and I'm going to be using this YouTube channel to upload backtesting videos for trading and also my uh, live trading sessions on my 250 grand Apex account, funded account, um, that I take with full transparency of my wins and my losses, to kind of share, just give an insight to people, what kind of goes through my head when I'm taking trades, and hopefully you learn something. Um, so yeah, uh, with that being said, the model I'm using ICT concepts for the start, um, to start things off. So uh, understand those are the concepts I'm using. The model I'm using, I'm not going to go into detail with the model, how it works, and so forth. But if you want to learn the model, you can. I'll leave a link in the description to the gentleman who I learnt it from. He has a YouTube channel and a Discord with so much information that's free, absolutely free. This isn't paid, this isn't affiliated, this is genuinely, the guy drops absolute gems. His name's Ash Trades. Check him out. If you don't, you're doing yourself a disservice, honestly. The community that he's built as well is brilliant, so definitely check it out. I'll leave a link as well to my own Discord channel in the description. If you have any questions, any video suggestions, pop a message in my Discord. Would love to get some feedback from you guys. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So I was recommended this free, I'm saying it, free software called Traders Casa. It's literally like FX Replay, if not better. The UI, everything is so much better. I had a quick test before this video. Haven't had too much time to play around with it, but we'll see how we get on in this video. So once you've signed up, click on Backtest, create a new session up here on the top right. We'll call it JL Trades, and we'll start with 250,000. I noticed you can't trade futures on here. I don't know if this is something they might implement. It'd be cool if they could. It's a bit different, isn't it? But anyway, we'll go with my major forex pair, Euro USD. Absolutely love it. And we shall go back to, I've done 2019 to 2023, so I'm going to do 2017. And why not do May as well? We're in May right now. This will be FOMC week. Let's start Monday. I don't trade FOMC week at all. I just don't. I will explain why. Let's go back to 2017. That's the first thing we're doing. So this is FOMC week. Every Friday, every first Friday of the month, that's FOMC week. So if this was me normally, um, I don't trade Mondays unless there is red news. Um, FOMC week, you kind of want to trade Mondays anyway, but personally, I don't. It's not. I particularly like to skip this week, but anyway, you could trade this. Tuesday, no news. I don't trade if there's no news. And Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I would absolutely not trade. I'm going to go near it with a 10-foot barge bar. So I'm going to skip that. I'm going to get into this. And you'll see it is literally like FX Replay and it looks brilliant. I think it's just more smoother. I just like it. I prefer it. I really do. So we'll go down to the daily. What do we have? So we'll go from the, are we on the 8th? 7th, yeah, pretty much the 8th. So what do we have for this week? Cool, so it's CPI week. We have no news on Monday and Tuesday, so I'm going to go to Wednesday. I'm going to skip Monday and Tuesday, but right now we had a consolidation and we had a breakout. Um, so, oh my god, what is that wick? So we could be looking to, this is an imbalance in itself, so we could be going up to fill that, but I don't know. Let's skip to Wednesday, so let's get my vertical line. I'll go on the 4 hour because you can't skip to the daily, it's really weird. Cool, that's Wednesday. That. I noticed on this software, with indicators, there's no session indicator, so it's really annoying to see the sessions. You have to mark them out. That being said, I've just noticed, first thing to do as well, guys, remember to set your trading view time to New York. Okay, so we've actually nearly messed up. So let me skip to London Open on Wednesday, which is just actually there. Nice. Cool. Yep. And I will go 5 minutes ahead just so I get the hourly close. Cool. So let's go to the daily. Okay. So this is what I'm doing. First thing when I sit down at my desk, I'm going to go to the news. I see we have crude oil inventories at 10:30, so that's after New York session. So the kill zones for me, London is 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. and New York is 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. With that in mind, what do we have on the daily? Let's go through it. We have price originally. We had external range liquidity here. Before I get into this, I'm going to quickly explain just what this all means. External range liquidity equals old swing lows or swing highs, and internal range liquidity are just FEGs. Okay, so with that in mind, if you don't know what these are, I highly suggest you go over to Ash's Discord and learn about them. His YouTube as well, I'm sure he has videos on them. Understand what those mean, otherwise none of this will make sense to you. It's important to also understand that we go from an ERL to an IRL or an IRL to an ERL. Okay, so we either go from a swing point to a fair value gap or a fair value gap to a swing point. Assuming you understand what swing points are as well, I'm not going to go over that. That's just a fundamental thing. We've taken an ERL and we've closed above it. So with that in mind, price came up. This is now an external range liquidity as well. This is an ERL. This is an old ERL. Price at the top here left a bullish at the time fair value gap. So we would have ignore these candles. We would have thought, okay, we've got a fair value gap here. Maybe price will come in here to go up. But obviously we don't get that. This is a Monday, low probability day Monday. Comes down, it disrespects this fair value gap, this bullish fair value gap. So in turn, we then get a inversion fair value gap as well as a bearish fair value gap. That's like a double bubble, strong area for price to maybe push down if it gets retested. What I also recommend doing is looking to the left on the big, zooming out, and look at that. Literally have a daily fair value. Oh my god, that candle is absolutely crazy. I don't understand how the hell that's happened. That is mental. That's got to be news. Anyway, look, price literally came up into it. It's respected it just, and it's dumped. It literally has. So this concept, it literally is so powerful. But what I can see with the most recent news, like on the chart, like what's happening, we have an external range liquidity here. We have a swing point here. That has been taken. So with this in mind, I want to see price. So I would technically be bullish to this daily fair value gap, and then maybe expecting price to come back down because, and I've just seen this, we have a lot of we have a lot of liquidity, a lot of external range liquidity here with equal lows. There's just a lot of liquidity here, so that is a lot of liquidity. So I can actually see that happening. So let's get into the London session. Let's get our 1 hour narrative. So I use a 5-minute entry function, so my 1 hour is my higher time frame narrative. I'm going to mark out that daily actually, sorry. This is my POI. So in a way, we're kind of at 2 POIs. We have a lot of liquidity here and we're quite close to it. So I want to see two things happen. Well, one thing happen actually. I want to see what POI we hit first. As soon as we're in one of my POIs, I will look to see what the market's doing. So this is our next external range liquidity, where these equal lows are. So I'm marking this out. So I want to see what gets hit first, and then I'm going to decide what I'm doing. But I long below old swing lows, and bullish fair value gaps, and I short above old swing highs and bearish fair value gaps. So with that in mind, drop to the 1 hour. What do we have before London? I'm actually going to mark out Asia session, but first, it doesn't actually matter because I want one of those POIs to be hit. They don't have a session indicator, it's really annoying. That's our Asia start, open 7 till midnight. That's our high, that's the low, that's our close. So this is Asia session. Now we're in London, so let's see what London does. Yeah, it's just consolidate. That is just awful. It's just consolidation. Half an hour left. Now we take buy sell side liquidity at the close. I'm not interested in this. Reason being, the further we get on in the kill zone, the less interested I do become. I do start. It doesn't mean I don't take something, but that's the end of the kill zone. Yeah, the entry was at 4, but I don't see any entry function there for me, and it looks like we're going towards this external range liquidity. So with that in mind, I'm going to mark out London. That's our high, that's our low. No, it's not. That's our low. Oh, actually, that's our low. That's the London close, that's the London open. So this is London. Go back to the daily, I just want to see what's going on. So yeah, we haven't even come up here. Yeah, it's clearly going for that, so we'll wait for that. Could be looking for a long setup, so it's not bad still. This is why you have to can't set in stone your bias, you just have to see what the market wants to do. But we'll go up to 7 AM at New York Open. We're at New York Open, okay. On the 1 hour, what do we have? So we have these lows here, we have this low here. We have a 1 hour value gap that is not being respected. It's been closed below it, so that's useless. And I don't see a so we do have a fair value gap here, 1 hour. 1 hour FG. Let's go down to the 5 minute, see if we get down to there. So this looks like a potential long. So we have accumulation, manipulation, New York Open could come down, and then we get our distribution with New York Open. That's what I'm looking for. That's the most recent FVG, so we haven't even tapped it. And yeah, we're good still. Nope, there's no setup here. I coming. Oh, might get it. No. And that's New York kill zone. That was awful. That was an awful day. So no trade on no trade on this Wednesday. um, this is what I mean. You have to wait. You have to be patient. This is just simply for me at least. I don't see a trade here. This is New York on Wednesday. We will go to the London Open the next day. I'll still mark those. Leave them marked. So Thursday. Let's go. I don't actually feel like skipping the 1 hour, the 4 hour. I don't want to go ahead too much. Brilliant. London Open. Let's check where the daily looks like. It's the same process. So we have now a lower for value gap. This one's more of in a premium. So this is my. I'm going to put this as the POI I want to look for a short, and we looks like we tapped into that 1 hour FG and we just kind of retraced out of it, pulled back out of it, and we didn't tap this ERL. Came close, so we didn't tap it. So again, see what we're just getting nearer and nearer, kind of to this POI, and we've now got a POI just same really. It's the same as yesterday really. What do we have today? Ooh, okay, so we've got PPI and unemployment claims. On red news, I don't trade for it. So it looks like London session I can trade, but New York I'm waiting for this news to come out. So let's go down to the 5 minute. We're in London session. I want to mark out Asia range. It's the exact same process, people. Nothing changes. Is that one? That's Asia. And we're in London. Let's go to the 1 hour for narrative. 1 hour. We are swing high, swing low, swing high, swing low. Break of CSD. Oh, look, we could be pushing up. We've got bearish on the, we're bullish on the 1 hour. There's a CSD on the 1 hour. What can I expect? Accumulation, manipulation up, then New York distribution down. But let's see what happens. Do I have a 1 hour POI here? I do. Got a bearish 1 hour FEG here, and we have Asia high staying for an old New York buy side liquidity. So let's see what happens. Okay, we take Asia highs. We have a stop hunt there. Now, would I use this as a stop hunt? It's part of the same leg, why not? No, I wouldn't. It's not got a. Doesn't really matter. No, it's for me for a swing. It needs to be look. It needs to have. It needs to be like this. This is looks just like part of the buy curve. So this is my raid on liquidity. Let's see if we're in a 1 hour POI. We are. I shall mark it. A big 1 hour FEG actually, to be fair. Taken this. It's the same. We don't necessarily have to come up here, but we are here. But you remember we are bullish. We are bullish on the 1 hour, so I wouldn't take this just based off that. but we'll see what displacement's like. They could change, I don't know. We're in 1 hour FVG, we've taken buy side liquidity, both these buy side liquidities, so this is where you'd short above old swing points at highs. Our breaker block would be lowest down closed candle for the leg up that took liquidity. That's your breaker block. No, there's no FEG aligned in that. Oh, now I've gone higher. So it's lowest down closed candle for the leg up that took liquidity. Actually not going to mark that until we actually get a breaker block. Don't want to confuse people. What time is it? Okay. Okay, we're just respecting this. If we go any higher, then I don't think I would use. I still wouldn't be taking this trade personally. I just wouldn't. 1 hour is bullish, and this just doesn't look like clear and decisive displacement. There you go. Your clear and well, it's not clear, but that's your displacement through the breaker. This is where you could take a short position if you were happy to, just below at the breaker. 5 pips stop loss, target 2R. You would, if you, me personally, I would probably wait for one more close like this, but you could enter here. Let's see what happens. And 2R gets hit, and completely. I mean, it's valid. We have there's an FEG aligned with the breaker. And yeah, that's 2R, so this would have been a winning trade. I mean, me personally was bullish on the 1 hour. Still is. We'll have to close below this low, which is probably going to happen. Let's see what happens. Yep. And yep. Now, notice, what time is this? Yeah, so this is just another reason why I wouldn't have taken this. It's out of the London kill zone, so I definitely would not have taken this. No matter what, it's just, yeah, it doesn't fit yep, I just wouldn't have taken that. But that was a winning trade if I did, let's say. Cool. Yeah, we still have this EUR we haven't taken, and price looks like it's more than likely going to come down here. So let's go to New York. So I'm going to mark out London. You know, this is just repetitive stuff. It's the same old stuff. Nothing changes. This is London. Now I will go into New York. 8:30. Oh god, there you go. We take this ERL. It's 8:30 news. Okay, let's do 1 hour. 1 hour, we take this ERL. What does the daily look like? And we take this liquidity. So I thought this POI would get hit. It didn't. Instead, this POI has been hit. So what do we do below old swing lows? Once an ERL has been taken, we long. So if I clear this up, this is an external range liquidity, this line. Once an ERL objective has been taken, I look for an ERL to IRL move, and then next IRL that I can see that price would probably want to do is retrace back down up, sorry, into this internal fair value gap because this is two imbalances on 2 days. So I'd look for longs now. So I'm shifting my bias. The 1 hour shift to bearish, but we shall see. We don't need 1 hour CSD, for example, to. It's not a must. It's not a must-have. So yeah, I am looking for long. So where do we have a 1 hour anywhere? We have a 1 hour here. This whole thing actually is a 1 hour. This thing here, I'm assuming this is a fat fair value gap. So this is looking like a good long setup potentially, with the draw on liquidity being this daily FEG, because we have a lot of, I think it was on the 1 hour. There's a lot of liquidity resting. They've got equal highs up here. There's a lot of liquidity resting above here. So let's look for potential long setup after news. Straight away, I can already see it. We have a swing low, swing high, swing lower, swing high out of it, displacement. This is a rate on liquidity, and I remember if you said we were already in a 1 hour and we've taken an ERL. So this to me is a valid setup. I will show you. For a bullish breaker block, we use the highest up close candle before the leg down that took liquidity. And I've already seen there's a FEG already aligned in that. Fair value gap here. If you can't see it. I'm going to take a long position here. Put my stop below the breaker. I'll do 8 pips below that FEG. And I'll be targeting 2R. And I'm going to open my position. What's it done there? Place this trade. And see, it tagged. To R. So we made 2,600 there. So take profit and I'd be done for the day. Simple stuff, simple stuff. So I'm done for the day, but for me, that draw on liquidity, like if you wanted to have runners, you could, and you could target this daily FEG. 5.63%. Let's see if we hit it. End of kill zone is there. See if this hits. Oh, and it's coming down. So obviously, like emotionally, like, are you going to be able to hold a trade this long? Because this is quite long already. So we're going into the next day. What do we have? So we have CPI, yeah. So CPI wouldn't even trade generally. And if you've got a trade on, I mean, it depends if you're going to risk CPI. I personally would never have a trade on when CPI on a live account. I don't think some live accounts can allow that, but EVAR account, if you, would you be able to, like, would you be able to hold a trade mentally like this long? This is like, look, it's coming down. It's gonna, like, if you even move yourself to break even right now. When's news? So news coming into New York session actually now. About to hit news actually. Oh, CPI. See, it's clear draw on liquidity below and above, and that's what happens. If you took this trade and then you just didn't even take 2R or whatnot, you just took the full 5.2, 5.63. You would have made on this. This is just obviously hypothetical. I don't think anyone could hold a trade this long personally. I definitely couldn't. $7.3 thousand one trade. That is enough. That is somebody's like 3 month salary, 4 month salary at best, maybe. That is life changing. And I've just done this in my first back test. I've chosen a completely random date, completely random year, and I've just demonstrated the strategy here. It just works. It absolutely works. Um, it's mind-boggling. It's just such a clean method. Like, look how clean that entry is. It never even came back to break even. Even if you move your stop loss to break even, this is just completely risk-free. Um, Absolutely mental. And if you held this before CPI, you're still looking at, let's say, 3%. Like, you're looking at nearly 4 grand. Like, it's just crazy. But yeah, this video is getting on quite a bit, 30 minutes. If you like this sort of video, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, let me know. Let me know your thoughts, and I'll do more, I guess. I'm going to upload more starting next week. I'm going to record some sessions that I do literally doing this model, but on my actual live account um, with the same account balance. So put notifications on, get notified when I do upload that video. And yeah, check out the two Discord links to Ash's Discord, my Discord, his YouTube channel, and see you guys in the next video. Take care.